As you guys are headed out of Sky Harbor, it is fairly early morning by Harrenna's standards. The sun never really gets brighter than that, like, perpetual sort of just before dawn dinginess. It's orange, it's gray, it sucks that it's gonna be like this all day, you're never gonna feel like you've properly woken up. The terrain around you right now is fairly flat. It's sand dunes for the most part. You can see sort of a faint ridge on the horizon, which indicates rocky territory up ahead. And yeah, you guys are just kind of plodding along there as the sailheads walk in the direction that they've been pointed.
How's the Zeta?
The Zeta is up ahead. She is consulting her notes.
I feel like we have to be kind of uncomfortably close to each other, because for my Pass Without Trace to work, we have to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, you are kind of all in a very, very close sort of clump.
Do the sailheads, like, frills keep tonking against each other?
Little bit.
So, who's named their animals?
Haven't we all?
I have named it Fredicus.
They are all stinky.
All of them?
All of them.
I'm insulted that you would think I would consider mine stinky.
Yeah, Oswald smells lovely, thank you.
That's what you think is lovely.
Well, I mean, horse manure is kind of an acquired scent.
Oh, nearest you can tell, as well as no intake, there appears to be no output.
How do they poop?
I'm not sure they do. They don't eat stuff. So what would they poop? They'd be pooping sun.
So are they completely... Are they, like...
Waterproof?
They don't have any waste?
Maybe they're like Veli. They just breathe out the waste. That's what they told me they do. I don't understand.
Breathe out waste?
They don't have mouths.
Oh, that's the smell. Are there pores on the... There have to be pores, right? It's got to be a porous thing.
You can see some vents right behind the jaw and under the sail.
Aww.
Like an accordion.
Little bit.
If you squeeze it a little bit, does it kind of make a honk?
It more like a whistling noise. And also the sailhead that you do that to doesn't seem to like it very much.
So, I spy.
Is it sand, Jill?
Yes.
I can entertain us all with some songs. I've been walking through the desert on my...
Oh, two on the nose.
Sail thing with no name.
Mackenzie, I'm placing a moratorium on Horse with No Name. I fucking hate that song.
Are we there yet?
We got like 3.5 more days of this, Artie.
Oh, no.
Yeah, how are you holding up? You're used to more
It's
water-based
so
environments.
hot.
Do you need a mister? We've gotten you a little spray bottle for your lungs.
Spray bottles?
Wiki wiki wow, wiki wild wild west.
I don't like it.
I'm with you. I hate this. There's like no living things other than us. There's gonna be skeletons.
I don't mind the skeletons, it's just so hot.
Still no living things other than us, then. They're undead.
Yeah, but that makes it worse.
Yeah, as you guys are traveling, you are noticing, like, just how desolate it is out here. There's nothing moving in the sand below you. There are no bird cries. There's no, like, even vegetation in the sand. It's just nothing. It is eerily silent.
You know, that's actually really weird, isn't it? I mean, everybody always likes to think that a desert is a completely bare ecosystem, but it actually has, like, a lot of, like, scrub vegetation or small animals or something, but there's just nothing here.
Yeah. No yucca moths. No yuccas.
Living it up at the Hotel California.
Oh,
Christ.
Boy.
At least we have that.
Such a lovely place. Such
a lovely
face. Plenty of room in the hotel desert.
You forgot what planet we're on, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Harena.
And the hotel Harena.
Nope. Okay. Hey, Zeta, so what else can you tell us about this planet? Like, how long have you been here?
I've only been here a couple of years. There was a Preseeker he assigned here previous to me, but he got
He got what?
at
Bye.
By what?
well, you're aware of the undead problem.
I'm aware of an undead problem.
Yeah, it's that one.
They at him?
Yeah, undead don't usually
some of the ones out here do.
Like what? Pray tell. Are they skeletons? Are they bigger? Because we've dealt with undead dragons before, bigger or smaller than a bread box. Let's start there.
I would say bigger than the bread box.
Smaller than an undead dragon?
Smaller than an undead dragon.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Bigger than a person.
Slightly bigger than a person on a couple of occasions.
Now what? Undead what? Fill in the blank here.
We're not entirely sure. It's been a really long time, and they're kind of desiccated.
You said that was a couple of years ago.
No, the undead have been here a really long time.
So they're undead old things that used to live on the planet but don't? What? You gotta help me out here.
The prevailing theory is that the large majority of the undead on the planet have been here for the 1,000 or so years since the star went explodey. And then there are, of course, the new additions as the result of treasure hunters and such coming out and getting very dead.
Okay, so what actually used to live here then?
We're not entirely sure. The language isn't as recognizable as we would expect. It has some similarities to other humanoid languages in the region, but it's very distinct.
You are just doing a whole lot of words to say, I don't know, and I have no answer for you.
My studies here have been somewhat restricted on account of the inability to leave Sky Harbor very much.
This is your first time out in the desert.
Maybe a little bit.
You have no idea what's happening, do you?
I have some idea what's happening.
Also, with Shazita being a known scholar, if she can't recognize the languages, then that implies something.
Yeah, so you keep saying scholar like a capital S.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that I'm a Seeker fourth circle, thank you very much.
A what?
I'm fourth circle of the Seekers.
I don't know. Okay, so there's at least 4 circles of Seekers.
There's 8. I'm doing okay.
So you're somewhere in the middle of these series of circles.
Uh-huh.
And what are the circles?
Listen, the Seekers are a somewhat secretive organization. There's only so much that I can tell you, but the 8th is highest, 1st is lowest, I'm 4th. I'm doing okay.
And a seeker is...
We gather as much information as possible and compile it.
Okay.
Arturos is asleep.
We're trying to figure out as many secrets of wild space as possible. For example, where did the gift come from?
You don't know?
Nobody knows.
What?
Oh.
Nobody knows where the GIF homeworld is.
Mr. Hurst is a mystery.
Did the GIF know?
Accounts vary. Most of them appear not to know, although some will pretend to know.
None of them know.
None of them know. It's been quite a few generations since they left their homeworld. Yes. So that's one of the things that remains a mystery that we're still trying to figure out. Also, why are the crystal shells spherical? Why not any other shape?
Gravity.
What?
Gravity?
That might be it. It might not. Gravity works in strange ways. For example, your average spelljamming ship is not pulled into the shape of a sphere, so why would a crystal shell be pulled into the shape of a sphere?
Huh. Wild space is stupid. It's really stupid, isn't it?
I think it's best to just accept that nothing makes sense ever. And you just keep going.
I think that's fair, Alviva. That's a good call.
I mean, it helps to know things.
That's why we're trying to seek out the answers to these questions, because we want to know things.
What do you do with it once you know it?
We write it down, and then we make sure that the master copy is stored in our headquarters, and then we make various other copies available in our various libraries all over Wildspace.
How many libraries do you have?
Quite a few. We have not been able to expand as much as we would have liked over the last couple of 100 years, but most major ports do have a Seeker library in them.
A secret library?
Seeker library.
Oh.
A secret library.
No, the library is public, otherwise that would negate the purpose of having it.
Is there like a forbidden section of the secret library with the forbidden secrets?
I'm not sure I understand the phrase forbidden secret.
You know, the kind that you wouldn't want other people to see you reading.
But you write it down anyway.
Why would you write it down if you didn't want people to know it?
Plot devices?
She just kind of cocks her head to the side.
I actually heard about something like that.
Really? What?
I once heard of it was some sort of magical item that would tell you one answer to anything you asked it, but you had to give it a secret in response, and the secret would be left somewhere public so other people could uncover it. And generally, if someone actually found the item, found the secret, it was almost always someone who hated your guts and would use that to great ends to destroy you.
Oh, that sounds like some kind of genie shit.
Yeah, it was some kind of genie shit, really.
Tricky.
Do you know where this was?
It was back home.
Oh.
Yeah, do the Seekers actually have any resources on Eastheim?
I think I heard something. And she goes and starts digging around in some of her books and pulls out like a great big encyclopedia with like a globe on it and then opens it up. And she doesn't have to go in very far because A is at the start of the alphabet.
$5 it says mostly harmless.
Yeah, just opens it up and there's just like a one paragraph section on it and goes, considered something of a backwater.
Fair.
Rude.
Fair.
Port Meridian nearby.
That's us.
Decent resupply stop. That's about it, actually.
That's about us.
It doesn't even mention the brunch.
Has invented brunch.
Yes.
And mani-pedis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's very uneven development.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we do what we
Didn't
can.
do yoga pants too? Wasn't yoga
We
pants?
did.
Yoga.
Hot yoga.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
regular yoga, just hot yoga.
It doesn't mention the hot yoga, and then she grabs like a pen and starts scribbling in.
Well, I know what we are gonna do for the next 3 days.
Hot yoga?
It is hot enough.
It's too hot for hot yoga. How are we gonna stay limber?
Actually, weird question. Is there anything about, like, I don't know, like orc cities or anything on there?
Orc cities, and then she starts flipping through.
Like a real big one.
She actually has to flip to the index and look up a keyword and then flip back and goes, yeah, apocryphal accounts of some kind of independent orc city, location undetermined, possibly not real.
Hmm.
Not a whole lot aside from that, I'm sorry.
Worth a shot.
It is fascinating, though.
What?
No, the fact that several accounts of it exist.
Yeah?
Normally, when you hear about mythical cities and such, when you try to trace the stories back to their origin, it usually ends up being a hypothetical that a philosopher put forth, or something like that, rather than an account of somebody encountering it or it having existed. But in this case, there does not appear to be that chain of evidence, which suggests that if it does exist, that means that somebody has actually been there.
Well, so the odds are a little better than, say, a completely mythical city made of gold or something.
Yes.
Is there a
Yeah.
city made of gold?
She starts flipping through the book again. There was, but it melted.
I mean,
Hate to hear
the
it.
melting point of gold is, like, really low.
Yeah,
You
it
feel
turns out it's
naughty.
not a very good construction material.
But very glamorous.
What is the official ruling on Bigfoot?
She puts that book away, pulls out a different book, and starts flipping through it. Native to certain planets. Extremely rare, though.
I knew it!
Multiple big feet.
I said you can't hold back.
And this continues throughout the day.
You're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me this woman.
The sun is starting to set near the end of the day, and it's looking like you guys are going to have to start making camp.
All right, I get off and I start casting my ritual to do Tiny Hut.
Okay.
So hyped for Tiny Hut.
So, Cacophony, describe the appearance of the tiny hut. I know it's like a dome, but I know you can customize the appearance of it.
Okay. So the ritual to do it, since it requires basically every kind of component you could ask for, basically has me getting out my guitar and I strum a little song. And the song is about safety and warmth. It's She Keeps Me Warm by Mary Lambert. As I play along. And at the end, the hut forms like a dome, and it's sparkly and rainbow, like glass.
On the inside or the outside?
Both.
Cool.
It's sparkly and rainbow dorm, and for some reason there is a little cheerful chimney that comes out, because it's a desert, it gets cold at night. Like a little chimney pokes out of the top of the dorm, as if we're going to have a fire inside. We're not, it's just going to be cozy and warm on the inside, but it's the thought that counts.
Air conditioned would be a good thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
not at night.
It gets pretty cold, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it gets
fair.
cold at
That's
night
true.
in the desert.
That's true.
But whatever the case, we can go in and out. Nobody else can.
Should we set a fire? I mean, I feel like a fire could be seen for miles, and we're trying to outrace some other party that's somewhere out here.
Yeah, we went all to the trouble of being sneaky.
But it's also really cold.
Well, it'll be warm in the hut.
Can we light a fire in there?
No, if we're inside the hut, hold on a second. 9 creatures of up to medium size can fit in there, blah, blah, blah. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. Other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Comfortable, so like a survivable temperature.
Yeah.
So we're probably eating, like, uncooked rations.
Yeah.
But we don't have to necessarily light a fire just to
No.
not freeze to death.
Nope.
Okay.
And the dome is opaque from the outside, so no one can see into it. So if we did light a fire, they couldn't see inside it anyway.
Yeah, but the smoke would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the smoke would just pass through freely.
Anyway, probably not a good idea.
So
then.
it would still just announce our presence. Yeah. How crowded is it in the tiny hut when we all get in there?
It's pretty crowded, but it's like it's 10-foot radius, so it's 20-foot. It's a 20-foot circumference, 20-foot diameter circle, and up to 9 people can get in there. And there's how many of us?
6.
6. So there's still a
5?
little bit breathing
There's
room.
5 of you.
5.
There's 5 of you. However, the sailheads are large creatures and they cannot fit inside.
Yeah, the sailheads can probably just we
Chill
can leave them
outside.
out. Yeah.
I'm eyeing my bag of tricks, trying to decide if I could have a fuzzy friend to sleep with. The problem is there's a 50% chance it ends up being an animal that probably cannot go inside of the tent. But I might get a dog.
On the other hand, 50% chance it's small.
I'm doing it. It's a rat!
Oh, no. That's not
It's
Artie,
Pratt
that's
the pocket
real.
rat.
Ugh.
What's their name?
Pratt.
And why is it not Templeton?
Because he's Pratt the pocket rat.
Pratt? Okay.
Pratt's gonna sleep with me. It's gonna be nice. He's a cuddly little rat. He's just a buddy. You want a buddy? I can actually maybe pull out another one.
No.
Even though we're inside my hut, shall we establish watches?
A dog would be really cool. I wish I had a dog.
I'll call 2nd and 3rd shift.
I'll take first.
I tried to get you a dog, and listen, you can't be
Listen.
mad at me.
Okay. What is it?
It's a lion.
That's very big.
You...
Can I pet it?
Oh
I'm
yeah, get
pet
right
the
in
lion.
there. Yeah,
You're not a dog, but you're still very good.
I can speak to the lion, and I will apologize for summoning it in a desert where it cannot go inside of the tent.
I think a lion is a medium creature. Let
Yeah,
me
I
look
think a
up.
lion can fit.
Oh, really? Okay, we have a lion in the tent. You can snuggle with the lion. It's not
I'm
a
gonna-
dog, but I would argue it's better than a dog.
No, large
Would
beast
you
on
like
a
to
lion.
name
It
it?
cannot be inside.
Aw.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'll take watch outside, I guess.
But please name the lion. I think that you should be
Ooh.
friends.
Ooh,
Whompers.
Wompers.
Yeah.
No.
Pick any name from Cats.
No.
Mr.
I
Mistopheles.
can't.
Rum Tum Tugger.
No,
He's the
no,
cat that fucks.
No. No, I cannot use any cat characters' names, even the ones I know, because that gives them power. I cannot do that to myself. I cannot give them power. I cannot let it inside my head. It will live there forever.
It is true that the naming of cats is a serious thing.
Okay, do I just name it Dame Judi Dench's persona then?
Yes.
You could call it Munkus Trap.
No.
That's
Why not?
not
That is,
you cannot.
you cannot trick me.
Bramblepelt.
Oh, I like that.
Are you just gonna list off cats from like the cats bit from the warrior cats naming bit from Bim Bam? Is that what you're gonna do?
You have two options. It's either a warrior cat's name or a Cats 2019, aka
I do not know
TSL
a
yet.
warrior cat.
Garfield. Simba.
Simba. No, Simba's terrible. Jadis.
You're naming the lion Jadis?
Yes. I have a sense of irony.
Okay.
All right, Jadis the lion. Nice to meet you.
Yes. This is Jadis. We're now friends. Let's go take first watch
Best
together.
friends.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I will give the lion many scritches.
Okay, the lion seems amenable to this.
Yes.
It's just kind of hanging out.
The lion will help keep me warm during watch.
All right, cool. Roll a perception check.
Okie doke. Wow!
Does the
Yeah,
lion
right,
get a
Jill.
perception check?
Good
yeah,
question.
Can the lion help me look at things?
I will roll a perception check for the lion.
That was a nat 1 for our listeners at home.
He even has keen smell.
It does have keen smell. And the smell might actually apply, so he's going to roll with advantage. That's a 13. The lion appears to be sniffing the air rather intently. Seems to think something's up, but you're not sure what.
Lassie situation.
I'm going to just sort of get up and kind of carefully do a bit of a perimeter check, I guess.
Cool. Roll an investigation check.
Roll.
The lion is also a detective and gets advantage on investigation checks.
I'm not seeing that in the bag of tricks description.
No, I think it's right there, Detective Jadis.
It's in white text, so you kind of gotta highlight it to see.
It's a private investigator.
You never noticed it, but he does have a hat and somehow a cigar.
He's got a little deer stalker.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 14 on investigation.
Okay, 14. As you're walking the perimeter, you start to feel the sand shift, and you have just enough presence of mind to jump away as a desiccated hand comes bursting out of the sand.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
That's a 12.
I also have a 12.
11.
Arturos rolled a 6.
Oh fuck, I gotta add a lion. Hang on.
No, the lion acts on my turn, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Though if we want to just, let Jill control the lion.
Oh, don't give me that responsibility.
Because my command to the lion was just hang out with Jill. Jill's your friend. Do what Jill says.
I'll try.
Okay, so there are currently 4 desiccated corpses crawling their way out of the sand, and oops, they rolled highest initiative, so I guess they're going. So Jill, the one directly in front of you, is going to lunge in and try to grab at you.
I do love you already have a lion icon for the map.
It's good, lion.
That mummy missed, it rolled an 8.
Cool.
Their own, delicious irony.
There's one off to the north that appears to be preoccupied with the sailheads, and is going to move its way over there. I don't think it can actually make it to the sailheads.
Good.
Yeah, so one can actually get up close to the one in the back. It's going to try and take a swing at it. Oof, that's a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
A lot?
7 minus 8 minus 9 minus 8. That's a dead sailhead.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck! One fucking swipe?
Which one?
One fucking swipe, and that's a dead sailhead.
Oh, this is why we shouldn't name things.
Oh no, Stinky!
It did roll a natural 20.
Alviva, you need to murder that mummy.
Duh, I'm planning to.
Good.
This other one sees Jill and is also going to go for Jill. That's an 11 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
You're very well armored.
Yup.
And the last one is going to go for the lion because it sees a very large predator.
Judas, no.
Ooh, she's chugging. 14. Which, that hits the lion.
Yeah, that hits.
Oof, 14 bludgeoning plus 9 necrotic.
Good.
Which I think leaves it at, like, 1 hit point.
Oh.
3. 3 hit
It
points.
leaves it at 3 hit points. Alright, so the lion's looking pretty bad, but the good news is that all the mummies have gone now. So Alviva, you're up next.
Alright, I'm gonna gather my stuff and head out of the tent. I see this mummy that has just killed one of our dear sailhead friends, and I will yell in anger, because how dare you? And I will point, and a beam of crackling energy streaks out of my hand towards the target. 2 of them,
Cool.
actually.
Huh.
Warlock.
This is what
Alviva.
I click.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. So,
It misses
Okay.
very badly.
Alright, and the second one, nat 20!
Nat 20, baby.
so tell the audience what you just cast, ranger friend of ours.
Should I? Or should it be a mystery for the listener?
I feel like if you're casting it and we all see that and know it, you should probably say what you're casting.
Alright, I'm casting Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And let's be clear, Alviva looks very confused. Alviva doesn't know why she got angry and pointed and shot some kind of fancy green laser beam out of her hand that blasted a fucking mummy.
I mean,
It's fair. Don't worry about it.
we all do it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Alviva doesn't worry about things.
Oh, it's cool. I'll worry.
Yeah.
I'll worry enough for everyone.
Did it factor in the double damage, or does it just do max damage? Oh, it did roll twice. So that's
It rolled
11
twice.
force damage, and it also pushes the creature 10 feet away from me.
Awesome.
Get back, foul fiend. And then I look at my hand like, whoa.
That was very
Ken.
interesting and exciting, Alviva.
I feel excited.
Yeah,
I can
the
do finger
fuck?
guns, like literally.
that was incredible. I love it.
That's concerning.
It's not concerning, Jill. Don't worry about it.
No, I think I should.
Alright, Alviva, anything else you're doing on your turn?
I control the lion, who will attack. It'll try to defend itself from this horrible, horrible mummy. So it has a bite. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll
Pretty
hit.
Good. So that is 11 damage from the bite.
Okay, so the piercing damage, the lion bites in, but that doesn't seem to be doing as much damage to the mummy as you would think.
Okay, and it follows up with its big lion claw hands, and it gets a 16.
That'll hit.
Alright. And that is 7 slashing.
Okay. Again, doesn't appear to be doing as much as you would think. It's getting a lot of dust and a lot of, like, desiccated skin, but doesn't appear to be doing a lot of structural damage.
Judas is coughing on mummy dust.
Jadis.
Judas.
She's committed now.
And that was a move, an action, and a bonus action, so I am done.
Alright, cool. Up next is Jilliana.
Okay, I'm going to just sort of circle around these guys here for a sec. And I am going to cast Thunder Wave. So both of these mummies need to make con saves.
Alright.
So much for keeping our presence a secret.
Alright, mummy number 1 rolls a 19.
Okay.
Mummy number 2 rolls a 12.
Okie doke. So, mummy number 1 takes 5, mummy number 2 takes 11.
Cool, and one of them gets pushed back, right?
Yeah, and I am pushing them basically out as far to the edge of the map as I can, so, northwards.
Northwards? Okay.
Yeah.
So that one mummy gets pushed back, and anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's pretty much the most I can do on my turn.
Okay, cool. Cacophony, you're up.
First thing, I'm drawing my blade. But second thing, I am actually casting Shatter on the two monkeys.
Two
Okay.
mummies.
On the two mummy monkeys that are on Jill. So
Okay.
up there.
It's very different.
So again, they need to make another con save.
Okay.
Mummy monkey is a frightening concept.
Mummy number 1 rolls a 15.
Fail.
Oh wait, I did. Yeah, mummy number 1 rolls a 12. Mummy number 2 rolls an 8. I saw your 15 from 3d8.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got confused. So they both fail.
Okay, so they both take 15 damage. So what happens, and everybody hears Jill actually probably only hears a tiny plink, and this is followed by that loud THX roaring out in theaters. And thunder damage rockets through those two mummies. And then Cacophony moves sideways so she can stand between the lovely little horses and the other mummy.
Okay.
Gonna defend these horses. Jill's fine. We're gonna defend these horses.
Yeah.
I'm fucking fine. Man, I just make a lovely thunder roll. I don't make any of this weird synth crap. Also, at least, like, my, thunder wave is only audible out to 300 feet, and I doubt those guys are 300 feet away from us. One hopes. One hopes the other party isn't just right on our asses.
Man, I want a musical effect. My Eldritch Blast sounds like a guitar riff.
Alright.
Decided.
Sounds good.
It's just a power chord.
Alright, it is now Thezita's turn.
Jesus.
Thezita is going to stay inside of the sphere, but she is going to get up right next to the wall, and then she is going to cast some kind of spell that creates a 5-foot flaming sphere, which will appear if I can figure out how to draw it. There we go. That she proceeds to just smash into the mummy that is closest to Cacophony.
I love it.
Causing 8 fire damage. Hang on, I gotta check if there's a saving throw on this. I have not cast Flaming Sphere in a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw and takes full damage on a failed save. Well, the good thing about mummies is that they are not particularly dexterous. That's a 14 versus her spell save DC of 15. Fails, so it takes 8 fire damage, and in fact takes double damage, as you see that the fire has actually, like, caught really, really, really well on the dry, desiccated, sort of, extremely flammable exterior of the mummy.
Nice.
And the flaming spear sticks around. And that is Thezita's turn. Up next is Arturos.
Cool. Arturos is a punch boy. Arturos just, like... he's last because he was tangled up in his blankets, okay? Like, he was real snug. He did not want to fight today.
Fishy burrito.
He was a fishy burrito.
Sushi. He's a sushi roll.
No, I liked the fish taco idea.
Sushi Rito.
So you kind of see him tripping himself out of the tent, trident in hand, and he's gonna go for these two over by Jill. So it runs over by Jill, and I'm gonna attack one of them.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does hit. Roll damage.
11 piercing.
Okay, as you jab the trident through the mummy, it does some damage, but again, a lot of this thing appears to be made up of just, like, fluff, and you don't seem to have done much structural damage.
Right. Yeah. He goes, that's weird. And I get 2 attacks, right? Yeah, I get 2 attacks. We'll just go for another attack. He's still asleep. I'm still asleep. Another 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5 piercing.
5 piercing damage. Again, not as much as you would expect it to do.
Yeah, he, like, stabs through the chest, and then it kind of just sticks in there, and the mummy just grabs his trident and making a face.
Yeah, it's kind of just making a weird sneer at you. You don't like it.
I don't like...
Ew.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. Up next are the sailheads, and they're gonna book it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so the 2 living sailheads to the south just run off, and the 2 sailheads next to Cacophony of Alviva also just book it.
Why did we not have them tied down to anything?
I thought they couldn't move without the sun.
Is it possible that I could use my animal connection to try and coax them into staying?
Not when it's not your turn.
Alright, fair.
The good news is that
Harsh
there's not
but
much
fair.
sunlight out, but so you think they might not get very far.
I'll have to drag them back. Like a truck is out of gas.
Top of the round, we're back to the mummies. The mummy furthest to the north is going to go for cacophony. It's not very smart. So first, it's going to go for Thizita and bonk into the barrier
to the dome.
Let me see how much of its movement it used for that. 10 feet. So then it's gonna go for cacophony. Okay, and it is going to give you its dreadful glare. So you look into this thing's eyes, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
17.
You succeed.
Uh-huh.
You feel like a bit of supernatural fear creep up and sort of start to grip your throat, but you manage to shake it off.
Cacophony kind of rears back. She goes, "You need to moisturize." God.
And then it's going to take a swing at you. That is a 16?
Miss.
Miss. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Arturos, the mummy that you're engaged with, is also going to try the same fear attack, so I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
I thought those didn't work if you were too dumb.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, Artie.
21!
Hey!
Whoa!
Artie's too dumb to be scared.
Too dumb to be scared, motherfuckers!
You're fine, okay. And then it's gonna take a swing at you, because it's pissed.
Uh-huh. Can I do... I have a reaction to that, don't I?
A reaction to being
You have-
attacked?
Do you have, like, parry?
Yeah, I do have parry.
There you go. That's only if you get hit, though.
Oh, okay. Alright. Go ahead and hit me. Hit me with your best shot!
That's a 19.
Fuck.
That was a pretty good shot.
That's a good shot!
Do you want to try and parry it?
Yes. I'll spend one superiority die. Reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die plus your dex modifier. Alright. So, 10. So whatever you hit me with, minus 10.
Okay, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage,
Cool.
plus 9 necrotic damage.
No.
And I need you to roll a constitution saving throw.
Fuck!
Roll it good. Please.
Please roll it good.
Please roll it good.
25.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, my constitution is the shit.
You're fine, okay. So you took 8 bludgeoning and 9 necrotic, so that's 17 total. Minus 7 is you take 10 damage. Or minus 10, you take 7 damage.
Cool.
Gay's doing math.
Oh, God. We're very bad
It's
at
too
math.
hard! We're gonna die here.
We need a straight.
We need
at least one heterosexual here to do the math for us, please.
Chris, come back.
Please. Does anyone know a heterosexual? It's an emergency.
Oh God, I don't.
I really don't.
We just had a heterosexual on the podcast for 6 months, you guys. We cannot ask him to come back.
He's your heterosexual.
No, my heterosexual is my husband.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay, Juliana, the mummy that's next to you is also gonna go in for the dreadful glare.
Yeah.
So I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a 24.
You're fine. And then it starts to grab at you again with the rotting fist.
Yep.
That is a 14. I'm guessing that does not hit.
Nope.
Okay, that's its turn. And then the last one, which is still attacking the lion.
Why didn't you go protect the lion, Arturos?
It's gonna skip the dreadful glare and just go in for trying to kill it.
Because cats eat fish.
Oh, and it rolled a 24.
Jadis, no!
13 bludgeoning and 8
Oh.
necrotic damage. That lion's dead.
Oh, we only
Yeah.
knew you for like an hour.
The nice thing is, you don't have to see the dead lion for very long. It poofs away into a cloud of PG-13 dust.
Yeah, that gets garbage collected by the engine within a matter of seconds. It's fine.
Yep. It plays a dying animation and it's gone.
All right. So after the mummies, you hear the twang of a bowstring and an arrow comes streaking towards the mummy that just killed the lion.
Oh, hey!
The fuck?
Boing.
Mysterious stranger.
I hope it's that sleazy guy.
Why? He was terrible.
Because we need someone sleazy in this movie to work against.
He exuded greasiness.
Exactly. We need to work against him.
Then why do you want him to be here?
We need an antagonist, Jill.
We're going to a whole place full of antagonism.
Yeah,
It's called
we
the
need-
it is antagonism the building.
We need, like, a friendly antagonist.
Frenemy.
Two arrows come streaking from over a dune and strike that mummy. They don't appear to be doing much more damage than the sword strikes did, but it does stagger for a second. You can see a mysterious figure standing atop a nearby dune. Up next is Elviva.
Are you sure they're not throwing roses?
You can do it! Goodbye forever!
Elviva, you're up.
I will draw my swords and step forward to defend Cacophony. And as I do so, I did do this once before. I know I can do this. God knows how. But my sword light's on fire. It's green fire. It's pretty nifty.
Dope.
And
Dope.
so I will take a slash with my flaming sword and whiff it. Whiff it real bad.
Yikes. That's a 9er there.
Yeah, that is a 9. That is not going to do it. And I think I'm done.
You do at level 5 get 2 sword attacks, like 2 weapon attacks.
Yeah, but technically it's a cantrip. So
Oh no, the cantrip. Oh, you can just you just attack as part of the cantrip to cast it.
Yeah, as part of the action used to cast this spell, make a melee attack. So I don't think that you get to do it twice.
What the casting time, is it an action or a bonus action?
The casting time is an action.
So you can still do your bonus action attack.
Okay. Do I get a bonus action attack?
Yes, because you're wielding 2 swords. You have 2 hands.
Oh, I have 2 hands.
There we go.
I forgot.
Atta girl.
Look at this. I got a 10.
A 10 is unfortunately not going to hit.
But you did swing it twice.
You did.
That's the nice thing about dual wielding, is that even if you're not doing a lot of damage or making a lot of hits, you're doing a lot of stuff and rolling a lot of dice, and people tend to think that means you're doing stuff.
Alright, Jilliana's up next.
Alright, I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt on the faraway guy.
Okay, that is with disadvantage because you're in melee with another mummy.
Alright. Let's give it a shot anyway. 16.
16 does hit.
1. That's 15 radiant damage on that
Oof.
guy.
Yeah, that hits that mummy really fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now sparkly, so the next attack against it has advantage.
Neat. And I wish I had just like a bonus attack that I could just hit with a hammer, but I don't.
Sorry.
So I am going to just rotate around this guy so I can help give Artie flanking on one or both of these.
Cool. Up next is Cacophony.
So Cacophony takes a moment to draw her mom dagger in her other hand. And she kind of looks between her 2 weapons, and she kind of gazes over towards her friends, and she looks to her dagger again, and is like, well, you're magical, baby, and gives it a kiss, and then tries to stab the mummy in front of her with it.
Alright, roll your attack.
26.
Woo! That'll hit.
And then 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage.
Magical piercing damage, thank you.
It does appear to be doing more damage than the mundane weapons.
Yeah. And then, rather than use my bonus action to attack, I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage and casually duck back in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go over to this mummy and go, hello, come over attack me and not Otteros. I'm not inside a thing you can't get through.
Oh, they probably are very stupid.
Let me just check real quick. It's not great. I've seen better. Alright, after Cacophony is Thazita. And Thazita is going to cast...
Sorry, for our listeners' sake, what Cacophony did was she cunning action disengaged and ducked into the tiny hunt and is now staring inside of it, flailing at the other mummy. So our listeners can't see our map.
Since it's like opaque, right? The tent?
Yeah, well, she can step outside of it and wave her hand and just kind of keep sticking her hand in and out and then pull back in.
Cool.
Alright, so, Thazita's turn. She is going to stretch out her hand at the mummy that's attacking Elviva, and a bolt of sort of weird lightning hits the mummy and then wraps around it, and it takes 12 lightning damage.
That's a fun trick.
And on top of that, she is going to, as her bonus action, take the burning sphere and smash it into the back of the mummy, which means it needs to roll a dex saving throw. which it fails. So it's 10 fire damage, doubled to 20 because it is vulnerable to fire damage. So that mummy kind of dissolves into a pile of ash.
Neat.
Woo! Thank you, Thesita.
That is Thesita's turn. Up next is Arturos.
Right. Well, Arturos doesn't really have many options here, other than punching. So we'll just continue with the hitting futilely.
You're
was
doing
that
damage,
about?
just not a lot of damage.
Yeah. What was that about flanking advantage?
If you are directly across from an opponent, which you guys are not quite.
Move over one.
Well, then I'm gonna move over one.
Yeah, move over one.
And hit that guy.
Okay, that's with advantage.
17.
17 does hit.
Sweet. 5 piercing.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue to the slash dance. Just slash. I have no spells.
Thank you for not remembering you have spells.
I have no spells that would benefit us in this situation. 27.
That's never stopped you before.
True. Uh-huh. Yeah. You wanna sync up again? It's a good thing I'm a fish, because this fucking burns. 16 piercing.
Neat. You are chipping away at this fucking mummy.
I'm done.
You want action surge there, pal?
I can actually. Oh yeah, that's right.
On account of you being a fighter?
Listen.
This is the podcast where we teach fighters how to fight.
I can't fucking. It's been a long time since we played.
It's been 3 weeks.
No, since we played a combat.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. I
Okay.
forgot what action surge does.
Okay.
D&D's hard.
I love you.
Well, in Arturos' case, it's another attack action,
It's
which means
another
2
attack
attacks.
action. I
Action.
have no
Yeah.
other options, really.
Yeah, that gives you 2 more attacks, so do it, bud.
Two
Do
more
it, bud.
attacks.
Yeah, once you're level 20, that's gonna get disgusting.
Sweet.
Yeah.
19.
19 hits.
6 piercing.
Okay.
19 again. Alrighty. And 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Okay, you go to town on this fucking mummy, just stabbing
Just
it over and over
fucking
and over again with the
die!
trident.
I feel like Jill can see the prongs come out the other side a couple of times.
Just go down!
Yeah, there's a lot of dust pouring out of this mummy at this point, but it is still fucking standing.
I'm still.
Oh, God, it got in my mouth.
I don't think that's healthy to breathe.
Oh, I don't like having that in my throat. Ugh. Oh, God, my nose!
The sailheads are running away, and we're back up to the mummies. The mummy closest to the mummy that's diagonal from LV. What's everybody's name? Juliana.
I'm Juliana.
We're
Hi.
like your children. Remember our names.
Nice to meet you.
My terrible, terrible children.
That's
All
us.
right.
Which one of my 4 garbage sons are you?
Juliana, you're taking a mummy fist to the face.
Okay. Am I?
Well, it rolled an 18.
No, I
think
don't
your
think
AC
I
is
am.
higher than that. Yeah.
I think my AC's 20 now.
Yeah. And then the mummy that's Artie has just repeatedly stabbed is also going to take a swing at him. That's a 14.
Nope.
Okay. These things don't move very fast, you've noticed. They're very easy to dodge. Cacophony, the one you're in front of, it is going to try to attack you and then bonk against the barrier. It wasted 5 feet of movement on that, but it could still turn and change direction and go after Arturos.
I mean, whatever. He's flexing his guns. Go for it.
You're also right next to the healer, so.
Yes.
That's a 23?
To RT?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
Alright, that is 9 bludgeoning,
Cool.
plus 10 necrotic,
Uh-huh.
and I need you to roll a constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh. I rolled a 22 on a constitution save, and you said
You're
I
fine.
was hit for 19 damage.
19 damage.
Alrighty.
Alright, and I think that is it for the mummies. And up next is your mysterious tuxedo mask-like assistant. who is going to take 2 shots at the mummy that just attacked Arturos.
How do I judge his technique as a fellow archer? Is he pretty good?
Really fucking good.
Oh.
Although this time only one of the arrows hits.
It's not, as good as it could be.
Could have been worse.
I mean, everybody fails sometimes, guys.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
The fact that it was moving at the time definitely worked against it. Alright, and after that guy is Alviva.
Alright. I am going to pass through the hut, excuse me, Tazita, and rush over to try and help Arturos, who is just surrounded by mummies.
He's like, yeah, bring it! Come on!
He's probably gonna get party boyed to death by mummies, it's fine.
Yeah.
Street Fightered.
I'm gonna try the flaming sword trick again, and I rolled a 10.
Not quite.
So that's not good. I do know now I have 2 hands. I did get a 23 with my other hand.
Okay, that does hit.
So that's something. So that's 7 slashing. But probably doesn't have the fire because
It
the
does
fire
not.
one missed.
The fire one did miss. I don't think you've hit with the green flame blade once. I don't think it likes you.
I think I did once during our Halloween, Arbor Day, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day spectacular.
Chekhov's flaming sword?
Yeah.
That's way cooler than Chekhov's gun, honestly.
You're gonna kill the final boss with that. Jilliana, you're up.
Alright, I am going to, first off, use my bonus action to cast a 2nd level healing word on Arturos. That's gonna do 8, so Arturos gets 8 back.
Cool.
And then I am gonna take a swing at the mummy that is diagonal from me.
Cool. With your warhammer?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I want that 20. Alright, that is a 21.
Okay, that's that hits. Roll damage.
That's 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, the hammer does not appear to be doing much more than the swords and the arrows and the
Yeah.
whatnot.
I wouldn't expect it, but, any little bit. Also, it keeps eyes on me, too.
Yep. Okay. Cacophony, you're up.
Okay. So what Cacophony is about to do is she is going to trot this direction, and she's going to fling her dagger at the one in front of Arturos between him and Jill.
Okay.
Because again, that's a magic
Arturos
thing.
is in the middle of that.
That's okay. Hold on. I moved 4, 5, 6. There we go.
You're right. He is very short.
It's how
He is
dare
very short, and I'm much taller than him.
how dare you?
So I get right there. I'm going to fling my dagger at it because this is the one that's taken the most damage. So hopefully we can nix this one in the bud.
Nix this one in the... Never mind.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The mom dagger clatters to the sand.
It'll immediately pop back into my hand, and I'm going to immediately step forward and stab with it with cunning action. Or, no, not cunning action, because I actually have one more move left, I think. I could have still gotten there, yes. So we're fine. I step forward, and I'm just going to resummon it back into my wrist and then stab it with my other hand.
Okay.
Nope, I don't.
No. No, you don't
Actually,
at all.
that first toss with the mom dagger did hit. Its armor class is
Oh.
exactly 11.
Oh, well, I did hit then. 10 piercing with magic damage on it.
Neat. Yeah, this mummy's having a bad fucking day.
Is it?
That's it. That's all you got. Okay.
I
Up
did
next
2
is
attacks, which means that was my bonus action too.
so. Thazita is going to
Wait, actually, I get sneak attack damage. Ha!
You do, because some of your allies are within 5 feet.
Yeah, 16 piercing with magic dagger.
Nice. Okay, that mummy's looking really fucking bad. Okay, Thazita is going to witch bolt the other mummy. That's a 13 against that mummy, so it does hit for 6 lightning damage. And that witch bolt wraps around the mummy, which I think means that hang on, let me check whether it's concentration. Yeah, it's concentration. The flaming sphere goes away, which is good because it's not near anything useful anyway. And that is all Thazita's got for this turn. Up next is Arturos. You're standing in front of a very, very broken-looking mummy.
Let's hit the broken-looking mummy. I'm just gonna hit it with all the advantage. Just everybody's fucking hit. Yeah, 26.
26 hits.
9.
9 reduced to 4. It's on the verge of just falling
Dang it.
apart, but not quite there.
I keep forgetting to hit advantage. 24.
24 hits.
5.
That mummy falls apart and
Hell yeah.
collapses to the ground.
Yay!
Just keeps hitting it like, you are dust! Turn back to dust!
Oh god, what is god? I need so much water.
How do you think I feel?
I'm pretty sure your mouth isn't full of mummy dust.
Sailheads are still running away. And we're back up to our 2 remaining mummies. Jill, the one that's witch bolted,
Yeah.
is kind of trying to figure out which is the bigger threat, but you're closer, so it's gonna go for you.
Alright.
Scratches uselessly against your armor.
Yep. Fuck off, I have plate now.
And the thank you for not saying plate mail.
Well, it's plate. Mail is a different. That's not even. What?
I have been screaming at so many people because plate mail is not a thing.
That's just 2 different words.
Alviva, you're getting attacked by a mummy. It rolled a 12. I don't think that does much.
Okay.
Okay.
You can have plate and you can have mail, and it helps to combine them, but that's not a thing.
Just gotta check somebody's spells real quick.
Somebody.
Okay, this time when the figure on the dune fires an arrow, you see the arrow seems unusually spiky, and then those spikes come off and start raining down on the area of the mummy that's standing in front of
god
Alviva.
damn it, it's the green
raining
arrow.
spikes. Do I get hurt?
You do not get hurt. Then the mummy needs to roll a dexterity saving throw, which it's bad at. Yeah, that's a 7. So the mummy takes an additional magical 4 damage from the thorns as they kind of get pierced right through. And then there's a second longbow attack coming. Which is a 19. That's 10 piercing damage. This mummy is looking really fucking bad.
Worse than usual.
Even worse for a thing that's already dead. It's starting to really fall apart. Up next is Alviva.
Alright, I'm gonna flame blade it. It's gonna happen this time. I feel good about this one.
We believe in you.
It's a 10!
Oh. I'm sorry, hon.
Why can't I hit anything with my flaming sword? I want to light the mummies on fire. What's the point of having a flaming sword if I can't hit anything with it? I'm looking bad in front of the mysterious stranger. I literally only need 1 more to hit. This is terrible. Alright. I get a 16 with my follow-up, and I do 7 slashing.
I think what you need to do is make your flaming sword your second attack.
Ah.
That way you can get out like the first attack jitters.
Yeah. Just a warm up.
It's
do
just
that
a
next time.
warm-up swing.
Every single turn.
You're steadily chipping away at this mummy. Jilliana's up next.
Okay. Yeah, let's do another guiding bolt on which mummy looks worse for the wear?
The one next to Alviva.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot a guiding bolt on that one.
Okay, that's with
I know it's a
disadvantage
disadvantage.
again. Yep.
That's a 17.
17 hits.
11 radiant.
That mummy explodes into dust.
It's bad, right?
Did you have to explode it? In my eyes.
It's real bad.
It's dead thing.
I'm going to basically just 5-foot adjust, so someone can flank this mummy.
Okay.
Someone.
Cacophony, you're up.
Whoever wants to flank first.
Flank it first. Stab with mom. 27.
That'll hit.
What a Mother's Day this is.
So let's say plus 1d6. So 12
mummies.
piercing magic dammies.
We got mams.
12 piercing magic dammies. This thing looks fucking rough.
And then I am going to use my other hand to casually draw mom from my wrist as if it was there and not in my hand.
I feel like you're exploiting some loopholes here.
I am exploiting a little bit of a loophole here. 19.
What are bullshit magic weapons for, if not pulling a few loopholes?
Yeah.
19 hits.
And 10.
10 piercing, that mummy collapses into dust.
Excellent. There's just a point where enemies just like magic damage, son. So Cacophony does that, and then for some reason she does like a backflip in the air so her hair all glitters and rains down around her. And just like sparkles start falling from the sky around her and Artie and Alviva since they're like in the area right here.
Juliana just turns around and looks up on a hill and squints and scowls.
Yeah, said figure is not mysteriously disappearing as one might expect. He is instead stalking, one might say stomping rather sulkily down the hill towards you guys as he gets closer. It is a bit dark, but you can see that this guy is roughly 6'4".
No!
Appears someone I've talked to before.
He is not. You do not recognize him. He looks kind of mountain man-y a little bit. He's got a beard. He's got long hair. He looks like he's been in the desert for a while, which is to say he looks like shit. Appears to be a half-elf as he gets closer.
Oh, sir, would you like a shower?
That's how you greet people.
Why is that your opening?
He appears genuinely taken aback by this for a second.
That's the first thing Cacophony said when we met, too.
That was one of her first things, yeah.
Behind you, Thazita emerges from the dome. She's like, do you think there's any more mummies?
Probably not.
In the grand scheme of things, yes. I don't know if there are any nearby. I imagine they might have been summoned if we made enough noise, you know.
The guy, meanwhile, as he approaches again, he says, "You're all gonna get killed out here."
Yes, and?
People have said that about us before, and so far it's not happened.
And what's your investment in this?
I'm trying to prevent more dead bodies from turning into more, and then he points at the piles of dust. Those.
Fair.
Okay, so where did you come from? Because there's a whole lot of nothing everywhere.
What's your name? And again, I wasn't joking about that shower. It's just kind of a magical one. It's not an actual one. But I could do it for you.
He appears to be sorting the questions in his head.
She's
And he
also
goes,
completely uninterested in seeing you naked, so...
Yes, I am not into penis.
He pauses. And he points at Cacophony, goes, "My name is Kieran. No thank you on the shower."
All right.
Turns to Juliana. "I forgot what your question was."
Where did you come from?
You see he's actually covered in a lot of sand. It's easier to travel by night. It's a lot cooler, so I bury myself under the sand sometimes.
I'm sorry?
It is also very cool.
That's incredibly awesome.
No.
How do you leave a mouth hole?
He just kind of looks at you strangely.
Do you have a mouth hole?
We're the heroes, everybody.
That's not a weird question. You can't breathe sand.
Anyway, you should know that you're headed into the epicenter of the undead infestation.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
Well, okay, first off,
Adventure.
thank you for the assist. How about we all sit somewhere safe and talk
Yeah,
about
would
this?
you like to come into our tiny hut?
And also, we need to go track down our sailheads.
Yeah, we need to get our sailheads back.
Oh.
Can someone strong come so that if we have to drag
That's
them
not
back,
me.
I won't be able to do it.
Yeah, Alviva,
Artie-
Artie, do you guys want to take that?
Fine.
Gem Jammer is performed by Alexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of this show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse. Yay!
Yay.
We did it, you guys.
Now, auf Deutsch.
We're not doing it in German.
Hmm.